Good afternoon, everyone. How are you?
Hello.
It is time for the Daily Dose. Let's try and get a better camera angle for everyone. There, that works a little better.
We're at an angle.
Yeah, well, that's the best we can do.
I know. We're in our mobile.
We are in the car right now. Yeah, obviously. I had to go to the office today. Doug came along with me, so we're doing the Daily Dose from the car today. We're in a parking lot at one of my offices, so hello, everyone. Noah, welcome in. Good to have everyone here. Thank you for joining. Mike Wheeler, I want my PTV. I love that. I love that everyone wants third PTV. And thank you for those of you that are here that were there last night. Thank you so much. Hello, Christie's Corner. Last night's show, we had so much fun with the movie club. We're hoping that we can do a little bit more of that nature, that in depth. Paul, that UK Disney couple, thank you for being here with us. It is good to have you here. So yeah, we had a great time discussing the incredibly mediocre film Pete's Dragon from 1977. I did a little further research, found out one thing about it, but oh, that's true. It is a bit early for you there. I mean, it's in the middle of the night. No need to attend. No, not at all. But the thing is that with that movie club, I did a little bit further research and I went into RottenTomatoes.com, found out that 60% of people that personally reviewed it, like anyone that can go in and leave a review, of almost 60,000 people, only 60% gave it a favorable response. So it's even a meh response there as well.
I don't really have so many people that absolutely love it. I mean, they might have some weird emotional attachment to it, but I don't think they love it.
I believe that is the case. Hello, Wanda. Thank you for being here. Happy Tuesday to you. And Matt, thank you for being here. It's May 12th, 2020. It's time for the Daily Dose of Disney. Hello, Cherie. 227 days until Christmas. And for foodies, it is National Nutty Fudge Day.
I don't know what that is. Nutty fudge?
Just fudge with nuts.
Fudge with nuts?
Fudge with nuts.
I call them nut meats.
I'm personally not a huge fan of fudge. I find it to be very intense, and one bite and I'm done.
Good fudge can be amazing, but a little goes a very long way.
Yeah.
That's why.
That's how I feel. But of course, I am most likely in the minority there. Yeah, best fudge we ever had was Maltese's fudge. I've never had Maltese's fudge. I'll have to give that a try sometime.
Yeah.
Hello, Tina. Thank you for being here. The yum fudge nuts. 1934. Let's go to this one. This one is a story, just a little brief little blippet from England on this one, actually. 1934, Winnie the Bear, who happened to be the real inspiration of Winnie the Pooh, passed away at the London Zoo on this day in 1934.
That's sad.
Oh, Whoppers. The ones that he called the fudgies, little things, they're called Whoppers.
Oh,
yeah, Whoppers
is a round
Whoppers
candy
is a
here.
round candy here, a malt, and usually milk chocolate. So, yeah, not bad. He called them Sheba candy because he used to feed them to his dog Sheba.
We gave our dog chocolate candy, and she lived for 15 years. So, I know you're not supposed to feed your dog chocolate, but we did.
So Winnie the Bear was a female black bear, and Winnie had lived at the zoo since 1915.
That's sad.
But Winnie passed away on this day in 1934. She was playful and gentle. Apparently, Christopher Robin, A.A. Milne's real son, loved Winnie the Bear. So that's why he did the story and named the bear Winnie the Pooh.
All based on real life.
All based on the real Winnie from the London Zoo. 1967. Hello, Cynthia Candy Mom. Welcome into the stream. Florida's governor at the time in 1967 had a name, Claude Kirk Jr. He signed legislation on this day. Hello, Nathan. Welcome in. That legislation enabled the operation of Walt Disney World. So pretty much the Reedy Creek Improvement District was pretty much created on this day in 1967. And out of that district, the cities of Lake Buena Vista and Bay Lake were established. Because of those things, now Florida taxpayers were not going to be liable for any costs revolving Walt Disney World. So no public money was being spent. Disney was going to take care of it all. There was no need to rely on state agencies either for approval to build anything because the Reedy Creek Improvement District could govern themselves.
It's actually a stroke of genius. I don't think it would ever fly right now, but they saw the positive as that they were off the hook. They didn't, now it's the self-governing aspect.
Yeah, there were a lot of things that I'm sure the governor and the legislators in Florida didn't see as a result of signing this legislation, that they would be then governing themselves. That is actually a masterstroke.
Yeah.
According to phase one, they were going to have 2 resort hotels built. One was the Polynesian Village Resort, and the other, the Tempo Bay Resort Hotel. Of course, that became, I believe, the Contemporary. They were also going to build a campground, which was Fort Wilderness. The theme park would be a larger version of Disneyland, and the 2 hotels would be situated around a large man-made lagoon, which, of course, it is. I mean, Seven Seas Lagoon is huge. Happy Tuesday, Stacy. Welcome in. Thank you for being here.
Yeah, we can't see that far away, so we can't read too much right now.
Yeah, it is hard to see. Nathan makes 2 of us, right? Yeah, 2 from, well, I think if you're referring to people from England, yes, 2 of you are here in the stream. 1993, Walter Elias Disney was inducted into the Hall of Famous Missourians. I didn't even know
there was such a thing.
I didn't know this was until I was doing the research. I found this out. The hall is on the 3rd floor rotunda of their Capitol building in the state capitol.
And the thing is he only actually lived in Missouri for a small period of time. It wasn't really that long. He was born in Chicago, so to make him out as he was a son of Missouri, it's kind of quite stretching it.
It's a stretch, but it is a source of pride for the people of Missouri. They love the fact that Walt is associated with them. The town of Marceline, of course, was part of the inspiration of Main Street. Other part was Fort Collins, Colorado. If you take a look at Fort Collins, you'll see images that look very much like Main Street, USA at Disneyland.
Yeah, that's kind of an interesting story.
But that was in
There's a whole
1993.
story behind that.
Here's another one, 1994. This one is very interesting. I've mentioned it before. There was a theme park that Disney wanted to build called Disney's America. It would have been in Virginia, and it was going to be in an area near the battlefield of Manassas. There's a gentleman by the name of David McCullough, who is also a very famous author.
He's a Pulitzer Prize winning author. He's huge. We're major famous.
Written a lot of historical recountings of American history. Well, he was the president of this thing called the Society of American Historians, and they began a campaign to prevent the Walt Disney Company from building what they saw as a Civil War theme park near Manassas Battlefield in Virginia. McCullough had announced the creation of Project Historic America. It was a group of 30 historians and writers, and they were going to persuade Disney to go elsewhere. They did not want them, kind of that NIMBY mentality, not in my backyard, but they envisioned that Disney would cheapen the legacy of history in that area. And I can see both sides.
Yeah, they didn't see it as a
positive?
as like a positive. There could be more positive, and they could have had more control over it, but they just had a cow. It was, and pretty much Eisner knew after that if they were not going to get support with that, this was going to be a dead project.
Hello, Rachel. Hello, Amy. Hello, Mar. Welcome in.
And you know how Eisner saved face on it? He did not want to say that, they were wrong and that they lost this battle of doing it. You know what he said? It was like, after we figured and crunched the numbers, the park was only going to be open for 6 months.
And that's true.
Which is true, but they took it as spin as a positive that Disney did no bad, that they didn't want to cause this, that they didn't want to say this was a loss. They took it as just a financial thing, so they sold the property.
Yeah.
Because they did buy a little bit of property there.
So yeah, that was in 1994. In 2000, sponsorships continue at Disneyland. At this time, the Fantasyland Theater at Disneyland was going to be sponsored by Nestle. So yeah, Nestle, the company that of course makes all that ice cream that we just enjoy.
It's the Fantasyland Theater's.
I don't know that it's sponsored anymore.
Yeah, I think it is. I think it's something.
It was a limited time sponsorship. Most of the
Yeah.
sponsorships at Disney usually are. There are some long-term sponsorships, like Coca-Cola still sponsors the
Yeah,
park.
it's getting less and less. Disney's realizing they can fit their own bill, where before they needed to have sponsors to help fit the bill. Now they're realizing.
No problem, Paul. Great to see you.
Thank you.
We'll see you tomorrow.
They're realizing that dealing with other companies and having them and their input is too much work. They have no control. So it's just cheaper for them just to pay for everything themselves.
In good health. Good to hear.
Thank you.
Yeah, we are in good health as well. 2005, members of the Board of Governors of the Carolwood Pacific Historical Society gathered at Disneyland to congratulate Ollie Johnston for receiving what they call the Walter E. Disney Railroad Preservation Award. It's the highest honor that organization gives. They gave it to Ollie Johnston, who was also a big train buff. He, Walt Kimball, Walt Disney,
Ward Kimball,
Walt Disney, they all
Brogies.
loved trains. The Brogies, yeah,
It was huge.
a big deal. This is from 2009. It happened in downtown Disney in 2009. This was the final day of business for the Virgin Megastore at downtown Disney
Really?
in 2009.
They was out in.
Yeah. It had been open since 97 as part of the new West Side when it opened. It was the 11th Virgin Megastore in the United States, and when it closed, it left nearly 50,000 of square foot vacancy. And that was across from the Wolfgang Puck Cafe and between the theater complex, the AMC, and Disney Quest.
What is it now?
Now, I don't
They
know.
probably demolished
They have
it.
demolished, well, that whole area was demolished. They tore down.
A lot of it's torn.
A lot of it. They redid the building for the NBA experience. So, yeah, that whole area has been completely redeveloped. Of course, Disney Springs looks totally different.
I
than what
haven't
it does now.
seen. Don't even know anything about the new Disney Springs.
Yeah, and on this day in 2017, a new ride opened at Tokyo Disney Sea. It was Nemo and Friends Sea Rider. It's a simulator ride based on the films Finding Nemo and Finding Dory.
I want to go to Tokyo Disney Sea.
Guests board a fish-shaped submarine are shrunk to the size of tropical fish before Dory and Nemo guide them on an adventure through the ocean.
That's cool.
That sounds like fun. I've never been on that attraction. Obviously, I've never been to Tokyo Disney Sea. Hello, Kay. Good to see you. 2020. Let's go to today. It was announced that the show Hamilton from Broadway, which was filmed like 2 years ago or so, it's going to be coming to Disney Plus on July 3rd. They were originally going to release it to the theater next year. They have decided to go ahead and release it on Disney Plus. So we will be able to finally see the original Broadway production of Hamilton. It stars Lin-Manuel.
Miranda.
Yeah, Lin-Manuel's in it. So pretty good. Yeah, a lot of people are very excited. I am sure that they will get a lot of people subscribing to Disney Plus just to see Hamilton.
It's cheaper for $6 for a whole bunch of people to see it than. And when it first came to San Francisco, people were literally, no joke, plunking out $1,400, $1,700
A seat.
a seat. When they just had to be the first one. We haven't even seen it. We could care less. So talk about saving tons of money.
Yeah. Now, the Disney Springs dining experience, the reservations on My Disney Experience, that is now accepting reservations for June 1st. If you have My Disney Experience, you're going to be visiting Disney Springs, check it out. There may be some openings there. You might want to take a look in that and see what's going on. Also, about that reservation system, Walt Disney World Vice President says, and he reiterates this, that the July reservations that they have on record do not mean necessarily that the reopening date has been set. That's just still a placeholder in case things happen, then they've already got things in place. Otherwise, right now, it's not a guarantee the park will be opening on July 1st. So just keep paying attention to us. We will do our best to report that information to you as it becomes available.
Yeah, don't think that it's going to be like
Yeah.
would just...
Exactly. And then there has been an announcement of more places opening at Disney Springs on that May 20th opening next week, next Wednesday. The Yisaki Kiosk, Bakery NYC, Four Rivers Barbacoa Truck, The Polite Pig, and Joffrey's Coffee will be opening on May 20th. So next week.
Not much, guys. Not much. It's basic for locals.
Yeah, and this is going to be locals,
Small.
really. It's not a time for people to go vacation at Disney yet. They're just barely opening some third-party locations. Also, Starbucks has a permit. They're going to be remodeling the location in Disney Springs West Side. So that Starbucks is going to look a little different. See what happens. Moderators, thank you so much for all your help today. Really appreciate it. See there right now. Noah, thank you so much for posting our support channels. Those are Rob Fuzz, The Orlando Guy, D&G Explorers, More Sunshine Please, and Two Real Geeks. Two Real Geeks is going to be live tonight at 9:30. They're doing their World of Randomness with Tony of Phantasmic Chronicles. And even before that, at 7:30 tonight, we have Jim of More Sunshine Please doing his weekly show. He has it every week, 7:30 Eastern, 4:30 Pacific, for his Tuesday night live stream where he does his chat, does his top 15 list, talks Disney, has just a lot of fun with everyone that comes in and talks with him. There are other things happening, of course, tonight in our community. Go check out theliveplace.com. Dean has all those shows hosted there, so you can find anything there. Find something interesting you might want. But you'll always find also our show there, PTV Live, which we do Monday nights at 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific. Join us next week on that show on Monday night, where we're doing the Disney Plus Movie Club again. We're going to watch the movie Bed Knobs and Broomsticks this week, and then have a nice long discussion and talk about facts and things that will make you say, I never knew that. So that'll be on the Disney Plus Movie Club next week, Monday night, May 18th. That wraps things up for us here. Thank you so much for joining us for this edition of the Daily Dose of Disney. I'm Arnie.
I'm Doug.
You've been watching PTV3D. Thank you so much for joining us. Enjoy the rest of your evening and have a great, big, beautiful tomorrow.
Bye, everybody.
See you tomorrow. Bye, everyone.